What's up, guys? This is Rapid Fills here, and this is my third take on this video. So please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you guys want to watch. Anyways, this is part two of my trading thoughts, strategies, or whatnot. And today we're going to be talking about trading concepts. One of the most important trading concepts in my trading is pretty much supply and demand, which translates to support and resistance, right? This is a quick graph from Investopedia here. You can go and check it out yourself and read all about it. But pretty much what these graphs say is supply will go up as the demand is going down, or if there is, in other words, a lot of shares to sell, right? That means, let's say there is 10 people want to sell the stock here, there is only 2 people want to buy, and here at this point there is 5 people selling and there is 5 people buying. But this is where it's a really good buy for the stock, for the price, is when you have 10 people want to buy the stock, right? 10 people want to buy the stock right here, and there is only 1 person selling. So this is why the price will go up, because the demand is high and there is not enough supply, or there is enough supply and there is not a lot of demand. And we will see how that pretty much translates into the charts, right? So if we go and grab a chart really quick to just bring this home, as I told you guys, this is not my first take on this video, unfortunately, but this is what it's gonna look like. Oop. So this is people think this is a good price to buy right here. You can see people are coming in and buying this as thinking this is a really good buy, and bouncing the stock off of this zone right here, which is the 250. And then what it happens is it has a flag, and then the flag breaks out, and it continues up in an uptrend, right? So that ties down to our idea of trend, right? Higher highs and higher lows, people stepping in at higher prices where they think it's the stock worth buying. This is a really good buy because the evaluation of the company. If we're gonna tie it down to the lemonade stand that we talked about in the first video, this is a really good price for that lemonade stand, based on how much they're making every year, right? And then when it hits this point, they think it's too high here, I'm gonna sell for now, and then people are buying it at a higher prices, and it creates that uptrend that we talking about, right? So again, supply and demand is just people stepping in at prices where they think it's a good price to buy or a good price to sell. So here there is enough people buying the stock thinking it's a good spot. Here a lot of people are selling because they think it's a high enough price for this company, which is in this case Facebook. So that's supply and demand. People at a price think it's a really good buy, and then people at a different price, they think this is a really good spot for me to sell because I don't think the stock is going to go any higher than here. And that brings in the opportunity for me to come in and capitalize on this. So that being said, how do I use supply and demand? Supply and demand, I use it in conjunction with trend lines. Trend lines is just, as I mentioned, it's a higher high and higher low. Shows me the higher high and higher low clearly. Usually on the daily chart you can see it's not really clear, but in this case it is. So you can see here we have a higher high, a higher low from this, right? So now we have a channel kind of going up like that. So now it comes back up, it bounces, and then it hits this trend line, it pulls back. Now we have a higher high and a higher low than these other lows, and then it hits that, it comes back. This low is higher than this low. Now it's still trending up to the point where, as I mentioned before, the trend will reverse, in my opinion, either a double top, a fake breakout, or a lower high, right? So I'm looking for one of these, and in this case it looks like it just barely made a high and then it lost the trend line. So where's my next support? Is right here. So what happens to Facebook? Cracks, comes back, retests that, and it just lost that trend. Now what it seems like, we're trending lower, right? Whatever that is going to. So here, and then this is the pattern that I really hate to trade, which is just coils up and it gets bigger. It's like a reverse flag, right? It's a reverse flag from this. So this is a flag. So you can see broke out trend, then broke the trend, now it's going lower. So this is pretty much the concept of my trading. Another one, another intraday example, or a recent example, is Twitter. So if we go intraday, let's say 30 minutes, we can see here the stock kind of put in a low, went all the way, came back, tested the trend line, went all the way up, retested that trend line, and it went up. And then every time it's coming back to that support, right? Because this is resistance. You can see the wick here. And then when it comes back up, support becomes resistance. Now it's getting bought back up. And then you can see the wick here. Support becomes resistance. Now it goes up. It's the same way all the way until it breaks the trend, and vice versa. All right, let's look at some other stock. I don't know. Microsoft maybe. All right, let's see. Microsoft, MSFT. Here's another one, right? So up, down, support, resistance, right? Support becomes resistance and trends up, comes back to the trend line until it breaks the support, boom, loses it. All these people that bought the breakout at this point, thinking this is gonna go higher, what happened to them? They just got flushed. And that's pretty much trends and trend lines, support and resistance. And this is how I trade the market. It's just based on support and resistance, demand and supply. And in upcoming videos, I'll obviously get in more depth with ideas, strategies, and in more thoughts of how to kind of connect all these together. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment below. Let me know if you guys wanted something specific, and I'll see you in the next one.